Happy Sunday. Well, a goddess is back. It's been a wild couple of weeks, y'all, and I feel like y'all need a little recap first. Okay, hang with me. There's some gold tucked into the chaos as always. Just trust me. This Sunday soul session, it will reveal itself. It'll be a little chaotic first, like my last few weeks. But just hang with me. You know, I always end up making the point. I always get there. We might take the scenic route, but we get there. All right. So first up, I was in California, spending time with family I hadn't seen in a minute. It was gorgeous. And of course, slightly chaotic. We laughed, we joked, we talked shit, played games, we stargazed. I saw a cousin of mine who I haven't seen in over a decade. And his wife, and then they showed me pictures of their 3 kids, and I'm like, oh my God. Remember holding one of their kids when, you know, they were a baby, and now she's like graduating from prom. I'm like, that's crazy. And then my grandma, she pulled out some family photos that I've been like dying to see. So that moment felt like a definite spiritual reset. Then I came home for what I call a mini layover, and girl, I went to see Durand perform. He was in my city, and the experience was immaculate. My favorite part of the whole show was when Mango Butter came on. Ooh, that's my dryer, y'all. My favorite part of the show was when Mango Butter came on, and he started the song. And if you know Mango Butter, you know. But he started the song, sang the first hook, and then he stopped the track completely. If you know Mango Butter, you know the lyrics and you know why. You'll get what I'm saying. But I'm paraphrasing here, but he basically said, to all my non-melanated friends, we love you, but this one's not for you. This is the moment where you move your shoulders and you dance in support. This is not that kind of party. I cannot guarantee your safety if you sing along. This one is for the niggas. That's what he said. And listen, that was a whole moment, and I feel like the whole venue kind of like exhaled together, like, yes, because let's be real, not a lot of things feel openly and unapologetically for us right now. And so that moment, that song, that energy, it was just an experience. He's an incredible performer. And even why am I blanking on what you call them? The openers, they were phenomenal too, like absolutely incredible. I also tried a lymphatic drainage massage for the first time. Life-changing. If you've never had a lymphatic massage or you don't know about the lymphatic system, look it up. I'm actually going to put a link right here so you guys can look it up. It was super cool. I was definitely mind blown about it. And then after that, I went to Florida to be with my bestie and my nephew and to have some spiritual work done. It was very beautiful. And honestly, that tried me too. I'll be sharing more on that in our new series. I won't get into the spiritual work itself, but I'll definitely be sharing how my energy kind of moved before and after because, yeah. So lots to share. Also, I made a new friend at the airport. This older Cuban French woman who thought I was Cuban too. She looked at my hands, y'all. And she was like, your hands remind me of my family. And it made me think of that, my grandmother's hands. It made me think of that. And then she also said, you have hands like an African queen. And I was like, if only she knew. It was just so funny. So like in public, I don't really let people touch me like that. Like, you know, strangers especially. But I just felt like we were close. I knew her. Like, she was just really, I don't know. I just felt like I knew her. And she, like, comes up to me, and she's, like, touching my arm. She's, like, hugs me goodbye before I leave. We exchanged phone numbers. Like, it was just so sweet. I swear older people are always adopting me. Probably because I tend to slow down and pay attention to them. Which I feel like as, you know, sometimes they get older, people are rushing them or they're, you know, I just feel like, I don't know, we don't treat our elders all the time with the respect and care that they deserve. So I feel like I just kind of slow down and talk to them. And to be honest, my grandmother, for instance, she feels more like my friend than my grandmother at this point. And I feel like there's this like youthful, childlike light in our elders that I think we miss sometimes, especially now that we're the grown folks, we're the old people. So I feel like we just kind of miss some of the light that they have. So we just gotta slow down sometimes and, really enjoy their presence. Okay, hard pivot. So when I finally got back home, the apartment across from mine caught on fire, like actually on fire. So I went to California, right? Came back, did my little layover, did my little concert, went back to Florida, right? And then when I got home, literally the day I got home, the apartment actually caught on fire across the way. And fortunately, everyone is okay. And thankfully, my place was untouched aside from a lot of the debris that was left outside my front door. I actually cleaned all of that up because I was like, yeah, that can't have that. But yeah, it was kind of crazy. It was chaos. It was chaotic. And the wildest part about all of this, y'all, is that after the fire was finally out, one of the firefighters was giving me googly eyes. I was like, sir, now is not the time. Now is not the time. Again, straight up chaotic in every way possible. In every way possible. Okay. And as promised, the point of this all is that I love you. I'm teasing. I do love y'all. But here's the point of this Sunday's soul session. So I told y'all a lot of things just now about what I was up to, what I've been doing, where I was over the last few weeks. And the point of this Sunday soul session is that creation doesn't just come from sitting down to write or record or to make something. It comes from actually living. And that doesn't mean having everything perfectly curated. It doesn't mean having a perfect plan. What I've noticed is that lately, I've noticed that clarity tends to come faster when I stop trying to plan every little thing and just let myself experience it. The joy, the interruptions, the strange timing, the magic of catching that moment that you almost missed, and knowing that Spirit set it up on purpose that way. And so, I don't know, it's about being present. It's about living so that you have something to go create about, Even actually, as I originally wrote up this message, I was sitting in my favorite Cuban spot writing this, right? One of the women that works there, she always smiles and softly mutters, "Beautiful is here," when I walk in, like I can't hear her, And then Sandra, she always keeps an eye on me, will come over and she'll be like, "Mija, that's all you're eating? You're not going to be hungry later?" And they never rush me. They just let me sit here, write, take my time and move with Spirit. And so, like frequent places like that, or just be out and about where you can just experience life and not be so rushed or so pressed. And that's when I feel like the best things definitely come. Okay, so with that, I want to announce one thing, and then we'll go into a few things for this upcoming full moon that we have this week. So we are approaching the rollout of our newest series. Roll out. Anyway, so what in the world is in that bag? What you got in that bag? Okay, squirrel. Anyway, so I originally had mentioned to y'all that we were going to roll out a series called Before I Was Allowed to Be Real. But as it happens, in divine timing, in divine moments, in moments of, just being present, like I was telling y'all about, I came up with a new name for this series. And we're rolling out the new series called Dragged and Divine. Because let's be real, sometimes Spirit doesn't send the breakthrough with gentle music playing. Sometimes it shows up with no warning, no chill, and absolutely no interest in your schedule, your itinerary. Sometimes you get dragged right into your freedom. And only after do you realize it was divine the whole time. So, that series is coming up. We have a few more drops to do from the draft drops. And I think I'm going to drop them all this week so that we can wrap up and start next week. Not this coming week, but the week after with the new series. So be prepared for that. Hold on to your wigs, your weaves, lay that shit down because, this one might, try to snatch your edges. Anyway, so make sure you're prepared for that. Okay, now there's a full moon coming in hot this week, and it's quite in alignment with this whole idea of living and getting out there and allowing yourself to experience life. So a few things to keep in mind this week as the energy builds is to say yes to the thing that scares you just a little, especially if it feels freeing. Get outside, even if it's just for a walk. Sagittarius loves a shift in scenery and energy, right, and environment. Be honest about what you want, about what you're done pretending to be okay with. Laugh hard and let that be your prayer. Make one bold move toward joy, just one. You don't have to do the whole thing, just one. And that's all it takes to start that momentum. So you don't have to be ready. You just got to be willing. So let this week pull you closer to your truth. Let the fire clear the way and let life be loud, divine, and deeply yours. And again, get ready for what we have in store over the next few weeks. Also, I just want to shout everybody out that is subscribed to us because on Friday the 13th, it is officially our 6 months on Substack. And in the first 6 months, we have gotten over 3,000 subscribers. And you know what? I don't even know what the actual thing is right now. Let's see. I know that we're in quite a few countries. I should have had this prepared, but you guys are gonna roll with me as I pull this back up. So we're in 86 different countries. That's crazy. That's crazy work. The United States, Poland, United Kingdom, Canada, France, New Zealand, South Africa, Australia, Netherlands, India. The list goes on and on and on. So I just wanted to shout everyone out for supporting us. Our podcast has now reached over 15,000 downloads and triple digit downloads every episode. And I just really appreciate y'all tuning in, y'all connecting with us, and, giving us this opportunity to connect with you. And what I would like from you all is for you to comment on this post. And if you're not on Substack, come on over to Substack and subscribe so that you can get updates from us directly to your inbox. But come on over to this post and comment and let me know why you subscribe to the Mediocre Black Woman in the first place and what you are hoping to get out of this moving forward. As again, I do read the feedback. I do listen to what you guys share. And I'm, really tuned in that way. And I like to make sure I incorporate some of that into what we create moving forward. But as of now, our next series is coming out in a couple of weeks, Dragged and Divine. So get prepared for that. And I can't wait to go on this next this next journey with you all. It's gonna be kind of chaotic. I feel like that's the energy of this series, and like the energy of the last few weeks. So I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be a little bit of a chaotic one, but it's gonna be so juicy and so worth it. So I'll see you all on the other side, and have a wonderful evening and a wonderful week. Let's get it.